All right, so today we're in Georgia. Y'all are probably gonna trip out because I'm not sure how to pronounce it. So we're in Dahlonega, Georgia. We're at Big Creek Distilling. Had a few of their offerings from Harry where he's done some barrel picks with them. So we wanted to come by today, taste through some barrels with the group and see if this might be a potential barrel pick for Brewtally Honest in 2027. So hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go through and check them out.
Yeah, what city?
I can't say it. Dahlonega. I say Dahlonega. How do y'all say it? How is it pronounced?
Dahlonega.
Dahlonega. I say Dahlonega.
Yep.
No. So I have to really enunciate the G, right? Dahlonega. You ever wonder how some of the brands soak their barrels?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this. They just soak the head because that's where typically your leaks are going to happen.
Right.
And so this is just swelling that wood up so that it'll hold the liquid. But it makes me want a Big Creek barrel with a ton of varnish.
Yeah.
Would it be varnish? What would it be? The thick, clear?
Yeah, just like a clear coating.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would love to have one of these. That'd make a beautiful barrel head just to hang on the wall, wouldn't it? Get like a quarter head. I like that. Cool.
Yeah, so this is Big Creek. We've been open since 21. The Ponder family bought this place in 2021. And then I've been here with them ever since. I've been distilling for about 6 years. So what I'm gonna do is, our facility is a little backwards. So I wanna take you over to the starting process and then we'll work our way back this way. We do have our still running today, so it is hot. So just be careful and be mindful not to touch the still. All right.
Awesome.
So follow me.
I'm glad y'all are cooking. That's fun.
Yeah. All right. So this is where everything starts right here. So we have our 500-gallon Vendome cooker, and then we also have our mill system right here. We use a hammer mill. So all our grains are going to be in this black bin. So we mainly focus on bourbon, but we also do different types of whiskeys. We do brandies and gin as well, and we do a moonshine. Everything's going to be ran off of this computer system right here. So literally we just put in how many pounds we want to use, hit start, it'll drop the grain from each bin, mill it up, and then drop it into our cooker. It takes about 8 hours for us to do a cook, and then we'll cool it down and we'll pitch the yeast and then transfer it into our fermentation tanks. We use 2 types of corn for most of our products. We use Jimmy Red and Wapsie Valley. Jimmy Red's going to give it a nice little peanut buttery, creamy mouthfeel and spice, and we typically use that on our rye products. The Wapsie is a more sweet and mellow for our wheated products. So I'll take you over to our fermentations. We got some stuff fermenting right now. Sweet mash. Yep. So yeah, we don't do sour mash here. So if you'll follow me over this way. So I got some stuff in here fermenting if y'all want to climb up. This is our standard BW1. So it's going to be 66% corn, 18% wheat, and 16% barley. And so this will get run probably tomorrow. We'll do a stripping run on that tomorrow. So, anybody got any questions so far?
You say a stripping run, what do you...
So we do 2 distillation runs. So we have the first distillation run is what we call a stripping run. So we'll take our mash and pump it into the still and then strip all the alcohol off, and we'll collect that, and that will be called low wines. And then we'll do a second, after we do that 3 times in a week, we'll do a second distillation run. And that's what we call our spirit run, and that's where we collect our heads, tails, and hearts as well. So, yep.
That bubbling, is that agitation or is that all?
No, that's all yeast. All yeast. Yep.
And it can get crazy. It'll look like it's being agitated. It'll roll like.
Yeah. That's what we call scared. Old moonshiners would call that scared yeast.
Scared yeast is trying to run from the sugars.
Yep. So, but yeah. I just kind of fell into it. I didn't really have any like background in it, and met a guy, and he was like, "Have you ever made beer?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "Have you ever made whiskey?" And I was like, "No." He was like, "You want to start?" And I was like, "Sure." So, and here I am.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
so yeah. But I found out growing up, like now, that like I had family that did moonshining and was moonshine runners. So it just kind of, now it's kind of like I know the history. It's in my blood. So yeah. But yeah, so right here we've got our 500-gallon Vendome pot still. Typically we do our stripping runs on that, but right now we're doing some maintenance work on it. So we're running on the 750. The 750 is a pot still, a hybrid pot still. So we can run it like a column, and we can also run it like a traditional pot still. Typically we run all our product like a traditional pot still. The only time we ever use the plates in the column is when we're condensing our heads on a spirit run. So the alcohol will go in here, we'll fill up the pot, we'll inject steam, and it'll heat it up. The alcohol will go up through the plates, and then it'll come over, it'll hit our condenser right here. It'll then come down to our product cooler, and then it'll collect into these tanks right here. So like I said, so right now we're doing a stripping run. So we're just stripping all the alcohol out that we can get. So this is gonna look a little cloudy. It's just because we're almost done with this run. But if y'all wanna take a peek in there.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we got the stuff in here. You can probably smell the sweetness from the corn. And so when we're doing a spirit run, the first stuff that's going to come over is the 4 shots. That's the stuff we get rid of. That's the stuff that'll make you go blind. And then we'll be into our heads. So we'll collect all our heads into this tank right here. We're tasting and checking temps and proof to kind of make a decision on where that head cut is going to be. And then once we cut it, then we'll collect the hearts in here. And I'm typically in my hearts for about 3 hours, roughly. And then once we get into the tails will then go into this tank right here. So we'll keep the heads and tails, add them together, and then that's what we call our feints. And then we'll recycle those in each run. So, and occasionally we'll do what's called a queen share run, where we'll just distill that and then make that a different product.
Consistency as far as...
Yeah, consistency. Yeah. So after we collect the hearts, we'll then add it into like what we call our heart chest, which is one of these tanks right here. So our hearts will go in here, and then we'll start slowly proofing this down. This process takes about a week to 2 weeks to proof down, and then it will go into a barrel. And then from there, it will go into one of our rick houses that we have. So everything's stored here.
Nice.
Yep.
Are y'all all 53-gallon barrels, or do y'all use?
We had some old stock that was in 15s and 10s, but everything now is 53s.
Kudos to you.
And we use ISC currently.
Okay.
We were with a local company called Gainesville Cooperage, 30 minutes down the road, but they've unfortunately shut down. So, yeah. So I'm gonna take y'all into the rick house. So this is our rick house A. We're currently building rick house B over there. So we have about 800 barrels aging right now in this room. Anything with the older bands right here is going to be an older stock, and then everything with the silver bands are going to be new stock.
What's the oldest that you guys
We've
had?
We've got 8 years.
8?
Yep.
Okay. Y'all letting those go on single barrel picks?
Single barrel picks, and then that's part of our small batch as well.
So part of the reason for us being here today, and what I was hoping to be able to do, was to sample through some of the stuff to see if the group was fond enough of it for us to do a pick in 27.
Gotcha.
Like we could maybe even pick it the latter part of this year, Q4, and release it Q1 or 2 or next year.
I did get a barrel down for y'all to try.
Okay.
But I mean, if you want to try a couple more, I'll be willing to crack into some.
I would love to sample a couple just to see, because I think I've only had 2 picks of y'all's, and they both come from Rome. I think Rome only did one of those 2 picks and maybe partnered on another one. So it would be interesting just to kind of see the nuance or variation between barrels.
Yeah. Older ones. Yep. Yeah, y'all can purchase that one. Yeah. So those are my notes. So yeah, those are my notes.
A lot of the groups that we've been waiting on.
Yeah. Bridget, one of the girls that works here, her husband has a really good palate, and his notes are a little bit different than mine, but all his notes are very good as well. So it's a good one. So we use a little bit of everything. So we use a char 1, char 3s, and char 4s. And we also, when we're proofing down, we have two proofs. So we have a high proof and a low proof for all our products. So like for our BW1, it's 115. It goes in high proof, 115 and a char 4 or a char 3. And for the lower proof, it's 105 going into a char 1 or a char 3.
That would be fun to see the difference between those. I typically prefer lower entry proof, which I mean, 115 is fairly lower, right? But that 108 seems to be.
Yeah, our older stock is all went in at like 125 and 120.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to change that and have a different, have different products to come out of all these.
For sure.
Yep.
Now, have you guys started playing around with any finishes or double oaks or anything?
We do. So we're going to let y'all try we have a Madura finish right now going. So I'm going to let y'all try that right out of the cask. We haven't tampered with the proof yet. We don't know what we're going to.
The RY3 Madeira I really like, so I can say that I probably.
Yep. And then we also have a Jamaican rum cask that we're doing, finishing, and then we have a maple that's hopefully will be released in a.
Are all of y'all's barrels true single barrels, or do y'all marry up and go back into a second barrel?
No, yeah, they're all
because your juice is pretty dark.
Yeah.
Are y'all double oaking anything?
We've played around with double oak, but we haven't released anything yet.
Okay.
So
not really liking where it's at yet.
We didn't like the first one that we did, so we haven't kind of.
What did y'all go into? What did you come out of and go into cask wise?
So those were little barrels. And then we went into a 53.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's just a little too tannin for us. So
I've heard this is a Mississippi Sipper thing, and I may have misunderstood it, but I know Philip at Distillery KDM was struggling with that, coming out of smaller barrels, going into larger barrels. Mm-hmm. I think they guided him, and Dan and them will probably stomp all over me because I'm going to say it wrong. I think they guided him to go into a lighter char or toasted type barrel and then be patient with it because they were saying it would totally strip a lot of those tannings out of that, and the barrel would absorb a lot of that maybe. And then
we went into like a char 4, and so it's a little
got really heavy then. Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we definitely want to play around with it again. So, but those barrels are just.
And I'm sure you know by now you can take your juice to ISC and they can fix it for you, right? Like, they fixed it for Detling. Like with the juice we're drinking right now would not be here if it hadn't been for ISC. So.
Yeah. So the older stuff also is in Kelvins. So all the old stock is in Kelvins. The new stuff's going to be in Gainesville or ISC, Cooperage.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we're excited. We've got probably 26 products aging back here right now. We have a whole rye series that we're going to come out with a bunch of different ryes. We haven't released it yet. Yeah, it's still aging.
What is the typical mash bill? You may have already said it and I missed it.
So
I'm sitting here looking at a camera. I never can hear.
What we're selling right now is 75% corn. That's Hickory King, 15% red soft winter wheat, and then 10% barley. What we have in the mash,
just straight barley, not malted.
Yeah, just malted barley.
It is malted barley. Okay.
Malted barley. In the fermenters right now, that is 66% valley corn, and then 16% red soft winter wheat, and then 18%, my bad, and then 16% malted barley.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So.
Is there? I'm sure there's a science and a reason that you guys put wheat as opposed to.
It was just kind of our thing here.
Okay. That was just where y'all started, and you just stuck
that's
with
where
it.
we started.
Okay.
But we are playing with the rye. So we have, like I said, we have a series of ryes that we're doing. We've used different types of ryes. We've used Seashore rye, Danko, Abruzzi, a bunch of different types of ryes, and then we also have what we're going to call a RBI, which is our rye-based bourbon.
Okay.
And that one's pretty interesting. We use 3 different corns, and then 3 different yeast strains on each
wow.
mash
Okay.
cook. So, and then distill it together.
Any of those far enough along to taste?
I might be able to let y'all try one today. It's the oldest is almost maybe 2 years old.
Okay.
So.
What's that?
Yeah, what city?
What city? I can't say it. Dahlonega. I say Dahlonega. How do y'all say it? How is it pronounced?
Dahlonega.
Dahlonega. I say Dahlonega.
Yep.
No. So I have to really enunciate the G, right? Dahlonega.
Yeah.
I mean, the English language is just beautiful, you know, because another word spelled the same way is said differently. So.
Right. Yep. We got a 4 grain that we're doing. We're pretty excited about. We have an oatmeal bourbon that we're doing. So it's
very
oats,
nice.
And yep. Yep. And wheat. Yep.
And the soft red wheat, I think, is their thing.
Yeah.
Which, if I'm being honest, I do think that that's probably one of my least favorite grains is the soft red wheat. I feel like
soft red wheat.
I feel like I a lot of times pull like an earthiness.
Earthiness.
Like, yeah.
It does have a wheat funk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that may be the differences in some of the bourbons of y'all's that I've had, because I've had some that I really liked, and I've had some that had that note that I was a little bit more stand out. I think where the barrel gets involved in that may be to my benefit and my flavors, but preferences.
And what else we got a couple wheat whiskeys that we're doing as well. So we're playing around with a bunch of different
cool
stuff.
Cool to know. Awesome.
Yeah. Just waiting for it, you know.
Yeah, waiting on Mother Nature and time just to.
Yep. So.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all distilled here.
Okay. It's all stored here too?
Yep, and stored here. Yep.
Okay.
Of course you can. It's hot enough?
Oh yeah, yeah. So this room, this room in here will give about 100, 101 with the stills running during the summertime. We'll close this door right here and we'll pump that heat into here.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And then in the wintertime, we roll all the doors up and let the cold air in. So, and then the new building, they've got it where we have a thing that opens the roof, and so.
Oh really?
Yeah. So it'll be to climate. Yeah.
Like it.
Yep. We're hoping sometime later this year. It might be next year. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll be able to hold. I think it's 1,500 barrels. So. This one holds about 800, yeah.
So it'll be twice.
Twice as much. We'll get 3 barrels out of that, yeah. Still kind of small compared to some of the bigger guys.
It's definitely not how big you are, though. In my opinion, it's how consistent and how good the whiskey is.
And that's what we're all about.
Focus on the whiskey, right?
On the whiskey, not barrels.
That's what we like to support is the smaller brands that are doing that.
Yeah.
So.
Y'all want to try this barrel? Yeah.
You mean drink whiskey?
You drink whiskey?
you know, it just, I don't know. Yeah, right?
That one's going to roll. I got Glencairns for y'all guys, so.
Dig in, guys.
It's this one. There you go.
You're good, man.
So this is a 8-year and 4 months. Proof on it is 128.89. Kelvin Char 3. 75% corn, 15% wheat, and 10% barley. Yeah, I'll get you some more. Yeah. Get some more. Yeah. Get some more.
Dang it, Gary. It's always you. Hey, that's my line. Whose line is it anyway?
Get you one.
That's good.
Yeah.
Would you say it was 120?
128.
128.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to have some heat. Yeah.
Well, first thing, right? Your very first sip.
It's good.
This also went into the barrel at 120, so 8.4. Yeah.
Really? That's good. That's good. It's a little muted on the finish, and it's got a little bit of almost like it's carbonated or something. Like that mid palate is absolutely fantastic. Maybe it's just because it's my first sip of the day at 120 something proof, but it's like a carbonated soda would be for me. Like it, yeah, 128 point something. Yeah. What you think, Randy? Is that the word? That's what it is? Yeah. Do you get that? Is it just me? The mid palate's really good. I wish it had more front end and more back end, right? If it had more front and more finish on it, I'd be a lot happier with it. But there's not a thing wrong with it. Flavor wise, it's good. I guess I wish it had more flavor. Yes, and that's why I don't like that on leapers either. No, this isn't that. And that, the wheat I talked about getting, I got none of that on this. A higher proof what? No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
At all. And I love
the only thing I can think of is I've heard Kelvin barrels. Yeah. Kelvin barrels can be
the first time you've ever had it
on the wood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, but they make good stuff. Yeah.
This is my first time.
So
awesome.
Everything being equal, you tell you do it.
I got smacks off of it.
Smacks, honey smacks.
Honey smacks. Yeah.
With the green frog on there. There's a tater sticker for that one.
Yeah, I got honey smacks off of it. So
it's definitely really sweet on the nose. And
I'm sorry, what's the max?
75% corn, 15% wheat, 10% barley.
Now, I don't pick up any of the wheat funk in that I talked about earlier. None, whatsoever.
Like when you take that sip, kind of breathe out this little right there. I think that's that malt coming there. I'm assuming because
I think
sweet.
I think the wheat just really kind of softened this up, like maybe knock the edges off of it.
No, is this the red wheat?
Yeah, red wheat.
Mm-hmm. Now, how is 427 to 420?
So I like 420 a little bit better. So
pretty good.
Yeah. So
I definitely get
Is it bottled straight out?
I definitely get the cereal note that people are getting.
that's how we do
with cereal.
our single barrels. We don't touch it at all.
It's filtered.
Nothing's filtered or anything.
Right.
But we want people to taste it just like how it comes out of the barrel.
What's the difference?
Like I said, I get like on the nose, I get like a little citrus on the 420. And then to me on the taste, it's got a berries and cream type note, which I like. And then it also has a heavy,
There's definitely
just a heavy vanilla and oak.
I definitely almost get behind raisin.
What's crazy is it changed, like the change in this. I had it
boundary
this
oak,
morning,
whatever it is, or
and I slipped on it for like an hour. And over the hour, it just changed constantly.
Now you do 330 on 159.
Yeah.
Getting numb. I don't know why they treated him.
Yeah, we had some cold weather come through yesterday.
And another one sent it. I'm moved. You just tell me where to go, buddy. I'm gonna be out of your way.
Get in here with it. This ain't gonna be probably pretty further.
You never drill?
We do drill.
You just don't like to if you don't have to?
Yeah, if I can't, I'll try to pop it open first. I might have to drill in this one. Ain't gonna work.
You said 9?
9. Yep. Nine-year. Yep.
All right, so Big Creek 9-year. Same mash bill?
Same mash bill. 75% corn, 15% wheat, 10% barley.
75, 15 wheat. Rest is barley, malted barley.
Yes, you know.
Super duper sweet, man. Like really creamy sweet.
Be nutty, and then it
Went away. You get that? I don't get that.
Oh, yeah. My favorite part of the job. Sure, yeah.
Nine. Somebody's advertising on, but
Is that everybody? Everybody get?
It's totally different from that one. I almost get a grape on that.
You know what? What you say?
I do
I get a ton of grape.
grape or you say it like an apricot raisin type.
I get a nutty.
Just on raisins.
When I get to the end of it, you're just trying to ruin him over there, aren't you? When I get to the end of it, it turns nutty.
A little bit. Just another like yeah.
I'm still getting that carbonated effervescence. That's a big word for Elmo.
More on this one.
You did? I feel like they were about the same, but I did get it on both. That one's got a nice hug on it. I wonder what the proof is on that one. I like it, don't you? I did too. It's got way more complexity It's got a lot more going on with it.
That is. Yeah. It's easy. It's got a little punch to it.
It does.
But it's not.
Like right up front. Right.
It's not there.
This one does a little better, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if that's like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Don't need
Well, if
to
it's
forget
like
that, or I'll be looking for it forever.
If it's like a chestnut or a macadamia nut, like I can't really tell.
And then I can get that. You know, I've been putting that mid. I think that's what would be it.
For me, that one, all it had going for it was the mid palate. From on this one, I feel like it's got a lot more going on, which is telling me that their whiskey, as it ages, is doing what it should and getting better.
What you think?
It's disgusting. You probably should dump it out in bottles and let me just take it home and get rid of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Look. We can dispose of it in those bottles right there.
We'll help you bottle it.
Totally different profile from that other whiskey.
Same mash bill and everything.
Right. It's funny. It's like that's like picking sibling barrels, like, and they just go 180 degrees apart, right?
This was done on before 83 more. As soon as I put my nose in, I can outsee
On that one?
Then it opened and
On the 9 years?
You know.
I got some kind of.
Some red fruit just on the nose, and then about 2 minutes after.
Probably.
Really? I got more grape on the nose. It was like a
I can check.
burnt caramel when I first hit it. Like,
Yeah, don't
Like-
get
didn't get. For me, the peanut, it wasn't nut peanut, but the nuttiness for me was on the finish. And I really had to breathe across it and kind of, I guess I was digging for it. It wasn't very,
maybe like
I'm thinking like a chestnut or maybe
a burnt butter.
a burnt
Brown butter.
brown butter.
That brings the nutty.
That one went in at 122.
Kind of
122.
I could see that.
Yeah.
a nut.
120.
Right.
This went in at 122,
Went in at 122.
One.
Okay. And what did this other barrel go in at?
120.
120.
So they're almost identical, man.
Yeah.
And the chars and everything are about the
Same
same.
charge. Char threes.
Char threes.
Yep. Kelvin. I feel like with the Kelvins, they're inconsistent on flavor profile.
They just put on really good color. I
Yeah.
feel Kelvin's just really put on colors better than ISC does.
Yeah.
I think ISC is more consistent in flavor profile.
Flavor profile.
side by side.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, right? Well, and think about this. Like,
this one went
did
in
the barrels
at
come in at the same
122.
time? But
This
even
one
if they
went in
did,
at
were they cut
120.
from the same
And
true?
I'm gonna check the.
You know, like where did this wood come out of this state and that would come out of that state? Like all that terroir matters, right? I feel like it's got more proof in the first one. Do y'all?
Gotta have.
No, it's probably. That's a nice ladder. Did you get that from Home Depot or Lowe's?
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you, if you'll just start drilling them, we'll find the right one, man.
Right.
So this is the 9 year, 1 month?
Yep.
9 year, 1 month.
That was 8-4, 9-1.
This needs to open up, doesn't it? Like it's starting to change.
Right off the bat on the nose.
Yeah.
Right here.
Apparently.
From the top up there. So this is one of our oldest ones we've got.
But still your juice.
Still our juice. Yep.
Did y'all source before?
Everything that was here has been made here. So it was 2 distilleries beforehand, and then the Ponder family bought it. And I've worked for all 3 distilleries. So
I have a thought. I won't share it until everybody shares theirs.
Distilling process mash.
They're both like
Build the
buttholes.
first-
Everybody has one. They all stink.
first distillery.
Especially Dustin.
Yes, his opinions. We got that on film, right? Bless his heart. I can't believe he got upset about that.
The second one is
The best one. Yeah.
I want everybody's opinion before I say anything.
I'm still on the second one. I still like that second one. Really
Okay. Shut up, Gary.
It's not as complex.
9 year, 1 month.
1 month. Yeah.
9 years.
9. Straight 9. Yep.
It's definitely got more proof on it. I'd say it's 133 or so, 134.
Probably. Yep.
What are y'all's thoughts on it overall?
I like it.
You like this one the most? You would say out of the ones?
Might like the second a little better. I'm not going to argue with you one of them.
You drink the whole bottle.
So you say you like 2 better. Where would you be?
It's gonna be great. Next year we'll have 10 years.
You like the first one the best. Okay. And you said 2 the best. You like 2 the best? Shut up, Gary. Where are you at? So you like the first one the best so far? Okay. And then they were 2. Was he 3?
I think he was 2.
3.
Okay. All right, so this one.
You're 2. Where's Randy at?
I'm gonna say 2.
2 for him? Well, it 2.
Yeah.
Well, once again, I would have gotten outvoted because I'd take 3 all day long. I'm 2 or 3, but I'm taking it because of the concentration of flavor. It lacks the complexity, but I feel like it has more flavor. I really feel like this one has like more volume of flavor. Like the flavor intensity is a little higher than 2. 2 is great. 2 had a lot more complexity, and the finish on this thing is fantastic for me.
Yeah.
But there again, you could go wrong with either one of them. So put a check mark by it, and we'll come back and get it.
Starts to remind you of other things. That finish you were talking
Now that may be where I'm at too.
3 reminds me of other things.
Like another brand of type of yeah.
Some kind of, you can get some old Forster stuff.
Yep.
Some Craig's, Elijah Craig's.
Okay.
They'll get like that. That's unique. I mean, 2 was.
2 was unique. 2 was unique. Go back and get us some 2. I'm just kidding. You don't have to.
Reminds me of 1.
This is 3 mixed with 1. I wanted 3.
Dude, the finish on this one is freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's nice and long.
It is. This is what now, 1 and 3. So have y'all had anybody come through here and buy 2 barrels and blend them together?
We have not.
Want to do one?
You'll have to talk to Lee about that.
We may. No, you make the decision here, and then I'll just tell him you already did it. It's kind of like the mom. It's a mom and dad thing. Like, if mom says no, I'm going to dad, right?
Yeah.
We actually, those guys in Texas are looking at maybe getting 2.
Well, they want to get 2 barrels, but I don't think they want to blend them.
That'd be interesting though.
Yeah.
Gave you your whip palette.
That's pretty damn good.
Gave you your finish.
It gives you everything. It gives you.
better finish.
This is 1 and 3. This is 1 and 3 mixed together. If you want to try it.
Match that up with that and pour it around. I got 3 left.
We got 3 in the bottle there.
Yeah.
And this is some of 1 and 3. If anybody wants to try it,
So you put a little splash in there. And
it's. I really like that.
That is a good blend.
I'm.
Hey, Gary, call Nancy. Tell her she's fired.
Nancy, it's been a good run.
You know what Nancy's gonna say? Shut up, Gary.
I say okay.
Well, so the group would have picked 2 today if we were picking a barrel. So it would be interesting if that barrel still exists when we do get ready to pick a barrel. And I'd like the information off of it just so I can know and I can come back and ask. I'm not gonna ask you to hold anything for us, but.
So this has been aging for.
nice and colored in it.
So it's been aging for a year now.
But a year in the Madeira? At what age did it go in?
I think it was 7 years.
No kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, I was expecting you to say 4 years.
No. Yeah. So we used the same blend as like how we would blend up our small batch, and then we put them in a finishing series.
Cool.
Yep. So the proof on this is probably I think it went in at like 115. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Big Creek Madeira. He says he thinks it went in about 7 years, and it's been about a year in the barrel. It's definitely got that wine finish like on the nose.
Yep.
I really feel like something's going on with my nose where it's almost like my nose is not picking up like it should. I don't know if I've got sinus allergy, something that I'm not stopped
That was
up.
115.
Maybe. Like I don't feel like I smell as strongly as I should.
We're probably gonna proof that down.
Right.
Proof it down.
Definitely did not smell like 150. I can
I get a lot more off the top of the glass than I do the bottom. So be honest with me. The whiskey you put in this,
Mm-hmm.
were you trying to fix anything?
No.
Promise.
Yeah, promise. Yeah, so this was a blend that we picked that what we're going to come out with a product called Distiller Select, and that's going to be like our single barrels that could be a blend that we could proof down a little bit.
Okay.
And so we kind of did that with this product.
Okay.
So
This is not quite my jam,
not your jam?
but that's just me, right?
Right.
I feel like I pick up some of that wheat impact that I don't prefer. The Madeira part of it's really good. I really like the Madeira part. Like I said, we have a RY3 Madeira pick at Rome that I'm really fond of. Like, it's really good. This is not bad. I'd drink the heck out of that. I don't know if I'd personally buy it, but if I came to your house, I'd help you drink a bottle. Right? Like, there's something floating in there that is just a little off from me. But overall, it's got a good mouthfeel. It's got great flavor. It's got a decent complexity to it.
It's just weird how it kind of dives into this like creamy butteriness instead of spice on the back end.
Yeah, there's not hardly any spice to it, right? And it leaves my palate a little dry, like you would expect like a red wine to do, right? Like,
Right.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
Drying.
Yeah. And this is our first time playing with finishes, so
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming you guys tried that 1 month, 3 months, 6 months.
Yeah.
And it started getting to where you liked it
Yeah.
at about a year and you pulled it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all it was in there, a year.
year.
Which seems long for a Madeira finish.
Yeah.
To me, but there again, I'm no finisher. It isn't. It's
That's what
nicely done.
We were like, oh, it's not too over.
It didn't.
over
Yeah, it didn't
aged.
rob your whiskey,
Yeah.
right?
So we're like, let's just keep it riding. Let's keep it going.
For sure.
So
It's good. And you said this is proof down.
at 115, proof down to 115. It went in the barrel at 115. So it was at like 128, I think, was the blend. And then we proofed that down to 115 and then went into the Madeira.
Control, okay. How it comes off the still or now?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So if you're going to do this, you'll take it one way. If you're going to go in 115, you'll take it another way.
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, it comes off the still how it comes off, and then you proof it down.
Yeah,
Right.
but we can control the, how hot we want to go on the still. Like if we want to,
You can make the still come off at a proof point.
or just like, we're temperature, like if you run your still at like 50% open steam, you're going to blow through your hearts very quickly. So we have to cut back, and I have to keep an eye on, okay, I need to stay at 185 for as long as possible, or 180 as long as possible. So I have to play with the steam
Gotcha.
during a spirit run. But yeah.
What are your spirits usually coming off once you hit the high wine,
So when we're
proof wise?
proof wise, so going into our hearts, we make our cut around 150 to 148.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go in the barrel at 115, then you proof that down.
Proof that down.
right.
Proof that down.
And I really feel like that. I feel like that water added to that distillate before it goes in the barrel, and that water interaction, that additional water interaction with the barrels, where the magic happens.
Yeah.
I'm ignorant to all that, but what I've learned is there's something about what Hard Truth and Michter's and Detling, and now knowing that you guys going in at low barrel entry proof, there's something that happens there.
Yeah.
And
Well, you're getting more water than alcohol, so wood sugars are going to come out. Whereas alcohol, you're getting more tannins being pulled.
okay.
So, yeah. So the
Well,
lower the
somebody's told me
proof,
that before, but
the lower the proof, more wood sugars are coming out of the wood. Higher the proof, more tannins are going to come out.
okay.
So
So it just depends on what direction you want to go with the whiskey.
correct.
Okay.
So
if you know you're going to double oak it, then I would think that you would want to proof it down going into the first barrel.
yeah.
So that. Okay.
How they come up.
Yeah. Very cool.
Which y'all guys?
I'm opening my own distillery tomorrow. I don't know a thing about this, but I'm gonna make the best whiskey. Yeah. Give me 10 years, it'll be the best thing ever. It's scary, man. It's
Oh,
really
yeah.
scary to
Yeah.
make whiskey and
Well,
wait on it.
They tell you, like, you need this amount of money to do it. Times that by 2.
Easy, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'll just say awesome. Yeah. But dude, this has been great. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Have it. Big Creek. Really excited. Definitely think Brewtally Honest Bourbon is going to pick the arrow here
in 2027. Probably pick it late 26, but we'll figure that out and let you guys know. But Big Creek's definitely doing some good things here, so y'all check them out. Cheers.